All right, guys, let's get started. Y'all doing all right today? Yep. Hump day. Yes, indeed. Huh? Well, so today we're going to talk. I'm going to revisit complacency a bit. I got a story to tell you, but before we do that, we talked last Wednesday about railroads. Everybody remember that? What did we say we were going to start doing and try out? Stop at every railroad crossing, and just kind of see if that benefits us at all. What kind of feedback do you all have on that?
I had a car almost rear end me.
Huh?
I had a car almost rear end me.
Okay.
I had to jump the track.
Okay. You had your flashers on. Okay. All right. Anybody else have a feedback on that?
I've been basically slowing down, rolling down my window. I haven't come to a complete stop, to be honest with you.
All right.
Because of traffic like that, because
Right.
of idiots out there, they don't pay attention.
Yeah, absolutely. That makes sense. As long as we're paying attention, making sure that we're doing everything we can to avoid a collision, especially with a train. I don't think anybody's gonna. There's a lot of collisions we can win, but not a train one. Not a train one. So the story I have I'm gonna be telling on myself a little bit. On Saturday, I was at Home Depot over there on the thruway, right off of Willow Street.
Wrong side of town, just what happened.
Buying some things. My wife's a teacher. She had to get some, doing some stuff for her classroom. Had to buy a few supplies. So I'm leaving. I'm coming up Willow towards Ambassador, trying to make my way to Lafayette High. I'm going down Willow, probably about 45, 50 miles an hour. No cell phone in my hand. Everything's in the console. Got both hands on the wheel. But I start daydreaming. So I'm going about, like I said, 45, 50 miles an hour, daydreaming a little bit, not really paying attention to what I'm seeing, but I'm not seeing, you know what I mean? When I kind of snap out of my daydream, I'm about 30 feet away from a red light, and there's cars going through the intersection the opposite way. So I had two options. I could slam on my brakes and end up T-boning somebody, or kind of speed through and try to swerve around the people that were there. Really the only two options I had. I was gonna end up hitting somebody or do my best to not hit somebody, or at least to where I would take the brunt of the hit. So ended up speeding up a little bit, kind of swerving around the car that was in the right-hand lane, swerving around the car that was coming, and thankfully did it without hurting anybody. Obviously what had happened in that situation. Got very complacent in what I was doing on the road, right? I wasn't paying attention, driving on a normal day, not really paying attention to what I was doing. How many of you guys ever daydream throughout the day?
Everybody.
All the time.
Yeah?
Everybody.
All the time, right?
I've had a few close calls.
Few close calls. You got a story that you want to share with us?
Not really.
Think about the woman.
Close calls.
Think about the
No, I'm not trying to do that either, but I mean, with my life, with all everything that's going on in my life, thinking about my kids. And
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean, you just lose, like you say, you just lose your train of thought.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's exactly what
You're
was
driving
going on.
along, and all of a sudden it's like, oh shit.
Yeah. That's exactly what was kind of going on with me. I was thinking about what I had to do when I got to her school, or when I got to her classroom, and just kind of fell out and started daydreaming. So in my truck, I'm obviously driving a pickup truck, going at that speed, I could have probably seriously injured the person or the people that were in that intersection, right? If not seriously injured, probably could have killed them because they were all in smaller cars, and I'm in a pretty large pickup truck. Obviously for you guys, that scenario is kind of magnified, right? You're in even though my truck's decently sized, you guys are in a much bigger, much heavier truck, right? So how do we combat the daydreaming? How do we combat that?
Stop it, reset.
Huh?
You gotta stop it.
Okay.
Keep
When?
safe traveling. This is the whole time.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
I drive way here. Like if I'm leaving from the corner right here, the light red down there,
Yeah.
I'm subject just to let the truck roll itself
Yeah.
until it turn green again. People behind me like get mad, but
Right.
I'm I'm not gonna hit the gas to get to the green light, I mean, the red light.
Yeah, absolutely. But if you're daydreaming, you probably aren't in the state of mind to do that though, right?
Right.
So how do you combat before you get there? I mean, what are some things that you guys do, if you do anything?
We want to get a good night's sleep,
Okay?
and then just try to stay focused on what you're doing, and not worry about other things around, as
Okay.
far as, you know, your life and stuff.
All right.
Pay attention to your job.
All right. So Lance, you said reset. You know, how do you do that? I mean, is that something that you do on a timeline, or do you just feel something that you just feel yourself going there and you kind of stop yourself, or what?
Every time I dump, I just take a few minutes
Okay.
and I just reset and go on to my next stop.
Every
Okay.
time, how do you get your day done?
Just a few minutes.
I mean, hey, he's in the green most of the day, so I mean, if he's doing it, he's obviously doing something right.
Yeah, we both in the green most of the day, so what you got?
So I think reset is a good option. You know, unfortunately the resi guys don't dump as often as you are. You're in the dump, 6-7 times a day. You know, they're 1 or 2 times a day.
And when they get to a stop sign or, get, let one of their helpers dump a can.
Right.
Kind of reset then.
Okay.
It's kind of hard to daydream when you're doing driver, baby.
Yeah. Well, that's
By the time you get back out, you're just cooling off,
yeah,
you know? So
that helps you guys out a lot.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
do some driver, you still. Oh, no, not when you're doing driver.
Yeah. So I'm sure the driver team actually helps that, helps combat that. Otis, what about you? Anything that you do to kind of combat that?
When I feel I'm doing that, I need to, myself, just grab my thoughts myself.
Okay.
I ain't gotta do nothing, just.
So you feel like you said you just kind of grab. All
Go
right.
ahead.
Just look at one of them helpers, huh? Gotta wake you up.
All right.
I ain't worried about the help. I mean,
All right, well, look, I just want to share that story with you because I think it's very relevant to what you guys go through on a daily basis. I know that you guys driving, 9-10 hours a day, there's a very big possibility of ending up going there. So, I want to really work on today, paying attention to when you go into that daydream. How do you get out of it? And I'll ask a few questions for you guys, how you guys got out of it today, and come back to me with some thoughts on what you guys did, okay?